Legacy always finds its way back.
你既然要报仇，还问这么多干什么？
师九妹，
My father created stories that shaped how I see the world. One of the most memorable was Gan Shijiumei, a heroine who embodied the timeless spirit of wuxia. Compassion and strength, grace and struggle, an assassin who develops a conscience and moral compass as she falls in love with her sworn enemy. My father wrote from his study in Hollywood, California, dreaming of ancient China from the heart of modern America. I didn't know then that his imagination would one day call me back to continue it. Gan Shijiumei first appeared as a serialized wuxia novel. When it was adapted into a Chinese TV drama in 1997, it became a cultural phenomenon, the most watched series of its era, reaching an estimated 1 billion viewers. Time changes many things, but the spirit of wuxia, the belief in honor, self-cultivation, and justice never fades. I never guessed the passions of my youth would become my calling.
I think that wuxia has many elements that modern superhero movies perhaps don't have. I feel like we have this very specific idea of a superhero. In wuxia, the idea is that you are helping others, perhaps not for your own benefit, but that's okay. You know, it's not selfish. And I think, you know, just in this day and age, we are very used to helping ourselves or what do I get out of this situation? But I feel that we could really use some, you know, just helping others just for the benefit of helping others, you know, showing love to people around us. Obviously, that's not what's happening, you know, they're fighting. But I mean, the overall message is that, you know, do good just to do good, you know, it's that simple.
The martial fantasy practices and the structures, or people who love wuxia will know it as the jianghu, the interconnected series of relationships within the martial world, in modernity has all gone underground. Today, those kind of structures, the mythological things that we read about, they no longer exist, you know, and they slowly went underground. So we're able to really use Assassin's G as a backdrop for telling that story, how that mythological world that used to be very much mainstream at present, how did it slowly go underground? Thematically, I would say the most exciting thing, the most relevant thing is a timeless question. Is that the heart of the story is one of vengeance. You know, seeking vengeance is one of the major engines within wuxia, and I would say in a lot of action-oriented literature is about, hey, a wrong has been done, so now we have to redo this wrong. When you do that, you're going to hurt somebody else, and then their offsprings and their students and disciples are going to want to have to pay you back for what you've done. The endless cycle of revenge, which is an engine that I don't think we ever stop to examine. So a very central question that Assassin G poses is like, can there ever be an end to a generational hatred? Is it ever justified? And importantly, can love help us overcome it? Immortal Studios, and in partnership with creators like Chinese-American writer Jen Troy and Chinese manhwa artist He Tao, who's such a fan of the original Gan Shijiumei, we're bringing Gan Shijiumei back as Assassin G.
For anyone coming into to Assassin G right now, I would say first and foremost, if you like action, if you like romance, and if you just like badass women, this is for you. I'll say that right off the bat. But this story, Assassin G, really is about a Chinese American woman assassin who is stuck in this intergenerational family war, you know, kind of like Romeo and Juliet. She's seeking revenge for her master in the 1980s, which is an incredible decade for many reasons, but mostly because I get to explore the really big hair, the fabulous couture, shoulder pads, you know, women wearing pants, which for me was a huge thing coming from a background of Supergirl, where, you know, she's typically shown in like a skirt, right? But she's kicking ass. How is she doing this? So this was my chance to put my lead, my Assassin G, my Margot Gan, in pants, and to also give her this really badass name of Margot.
其实当时印象深刻，是因为这个故事给我感觉是悲剧，所以它不是那种快乐大结局的，所以它给我印象比较深。所以我一直觉得这个，与其说它是武侠，更多的是感情上面线或者比较丰富一点，所以印象就特别深，是比较另类一点的武侠，在我印象中。因为我之前接触到武侠都是怎么样升级啊，让自己变得更强大啊什么之类的。但是九妹给我的印象是感情线更丰富一些，算是比较特别的一个武侠故事，所以印象非常深刻。
我觉得这个项目做得非常好，我认为 Peter 你做了一件非常伟大的事情，因为还没有一个人能够真正把东方的这个武侠的在东方武侠的这个武侠剧、武侠小说，其实是我们文化里，那我觉得 Peter 你是第一个能够把这些武侠文化带到美国来的，我觉得这个很伟大。这个comic book 就是漫画书里面就是刻画的干尸九妹形象，就是说，因为你是把它放到了1984年，对不对？所以我觉得这个形象也是做得很好，干尸九妹变成了一个就是像超级英雄，那我觉得这样的一个故事呢，首先就是说，更容易让就是美国这边的这些那个观众就是他们会喜欢，然后从这个故事开始，我觉得将来还有很多就是。
Shot really comes in where we're dealing with real people, with fallible humans who start often at zero. And Wuxia also captures the journey of from being zero to hero, and then with a lot of color, with a lot of authenticity, with a lot of philosophies and real practices that have consistently created superhumans out of normal humans. Our first stop is to create a graphic novel. But it's only the first spark in the story that will live across worlds and platforms. Her blade, her heart, her struggle, her awakening endure. This is the legacy of Gan Shijiumei. This is Assassin G. Heroine Reborn.